Okay, what up? It's your man. I'm in here rebuilding some clutches, and I wanted to just give you kind of like my take on this Novarossi buggy clutch and the Losi clutch that comes with the 4.0 kit, the Losi 8 4.0 truggy and the buggy kit. All right, let's do the clutch flywheels first. All right, this flywheel, this is the hardened steel. This is the steel flywheel. It's heavier. This is the aluminum lighter flywheel. The difference between the two, this one will spin up faster because it's lighter, and that means your clutch shoes will engage sooner. Okay. This one is heavier, so your clutch shoes will engage later because it's heavier, so it'll spin up slower because it's more inertia to spin. Now, when do you want to use this? Okay, I've used this for, let's say, low bite tracks, whereas though I don't want the wheels to spin as much. If you have a problem with wheel spin, especially like sometimes you might be coming out of a turn and you nail it, and if your wheels spin, normally it gets ugly, the car gets twitchy, and 9 times out of 10, somebody's behind you, pap, they hit you, you're doing a 360, you go from like third place to 6, 7 that quick. So this kind of calms it down a little bit. I've used this a few times and it works. It's no problem. Okay, that's the flywheel. Also, with clutch shoes. All right, look, these are I've been using the Max Lifes, and nothing wrong with the Max Life. The Max Lifes is great. These are like the newer ones or something. I ordered some, and they more of I'm see if I can get y'all in there. They more of now. They look like black aluminum now. See what I'm saying? Now, the prom I stopped using them, and they're good, but it's just that what was happening, I was getting problems with. Let me see something. Right here, you see where the hole is at? So let me get over there. See where the hole is at? Right there. I was getting these holes are starting to elongate on me. Like it was too much bite or something. They was just like stretching out, getting oval. And then next thing you know, I was starting to get wiggle with the clutch shoes. They would wiggle inside the clutch flywheel. So these ones here I've been running, and these are great. These are I'm going to run for my next nitro season. These are, let me get you a thing. These are the King Heads. They 775 aluminum hard. That's the part number right there, KP-209-7. These things are great. I love these things. And they cheaper than the Max Lifes, and they last a long time. Like these, I put one set on and I have not burned through them yet, and I bought a few more, but they are really good. Now these are for the Losis, but they have them for Kyosho, Mugen, Techno, all the cars, and they are really good shoes. I have them here, okay, and you can see the minimum wear, and this is from probably half a season, maybe a couple gallons, minimum mushrooming on the heads. I probably need to change them nylons. Yeah, them nylons need to go, but they're really good. Now let's talk about clutches. Okay, and this is the Novarossi buggy clutch, and it's a really good clutch. But it has different shoes. You can see where the springs go on there at. Now with this one, you have this plate here. This plate here, yeah, take that nut off, the center nut off, and then this plate lifts up, turn it off, and then the whole thing falls out. The clutch shoes and everything, springs, everything falls out. These are actually the shoes. They're like nylon. They say some kind of composite or some kind of special material, but they're nylon. So if you run this buggy clutch, no Rossi one, you're gonna have different clutch shoes, and you have to get like the Rossi clutch shoes, and maybe some other ones, but you can't use I can't use these King Heads ones or whatever. Now out of the two clutches, which one do I like the best? I like both of them, but easy to change and easy maintenance is this one, because this one you just take off, whoops, shit, sorry. This one, you just take out one screw, the screws out, and the shoes and the springs fall right out. You don't have to loosen up the nut. Now, with that being said, these are the pins that go in there. And this material is just too soft. Because what happens is, I don't have any, but what happens is you start getting wear from the springs being on there. And then next thing you know, your clutch shoes start to oval and this and that. And also, sometimes these just strip out on you. So you have to like make a slit in it with a Dremel. Use a flathead to get it out. So what I've been doing is I've been putting this stuff on my clutches. I put this shit on everything. This is like hot sauce. This is anti-seize lubricant. You get it from Walmart or any auto parts store, anywhere. You can get it from anywhere. I put this on everything, especially these pins. And I haven't had one lock up on me yet. I've had axles with bearings seized on there. Because when you washing your cars with water, you know, sometimes you can't get all the water out, whatever, and it might rust up. I'll put this on axles so the bearings don't seize up. Doesn't slow your car down, nothing. So that's the anti-seize lubricant, it's silver. Okay. So, okay. So here. Okay, if you use that Novarossi buggy clutch, you gotta use their clutch bell, which is vented. Okay. They have a 13 tooth and a 14 tooth. Now the difference, this is the Losi clutch bell. This is a 14 tooth. Okay. Now the difference with these two is the Losi uses a bigger bearing inside in there. It's a bigger bearing, which can take more load, last longer. The Novarossi buggy clutch is light, and clutch bell is lighter, with the same bearing inside and outside. Now, what I do is when I take my after a day of running, brother, I'm bashing, racing, whatever. I take the engine out, take the clutch bell off, and I just drop motor oil down in there, and there. I just use regular old conventional motor oil, and my clutch bearings last so much longer from me just doing that. It's been great. Okay, so with this, I'm trying to make this video pretty quick. With this Novarossi buggy clutch, you got different springs. Here's part number. This is 10. You see by the number 10. See how the clutch springs are? This is a 10. So this is like a medium spring. The next one is this is a 9. 9. So I mean, and this one is thinner. So it's lighter. And the heaviest one is 11. That's what I got in here. I have all 11s in here to give me more bite and to make the shoes engage later in the RPM with the 11s. But what I'm gonna do next nitro season, I'm gonna put 9s on the nylon ones and 10s on the silver. I'm gonna try that out, see how that works. What else I can tell you? Oh, here's something. Exhaust gasket. Everybody's kind of used to the that's really close. The Novarossi regular blues works good, lasts a long time. You know they work. They tear easy, but they work. Now Novarossi got these new ones that's red, and they supposed to take a higher temperature and last longer, and they do. I ordered a few of these, and they work. They work pretty good. So that's a little tip. The red ones, you'll see it if you go to NovarrossiDirect.com. You'll see them on there. Here's a tip too. You see this? This is your screw that not holds your carburetor in, but holds your carburetor from moving. I actually lost one of these screws. They got loose. They get loose. So all this is red RTV. I put it here on the screw, and also here. Do this because I'm gonna tell you a story. What happened was that blue head Paloma. One day I lost the screw on this side. It came all the way out, and I lost it. I didn't even notice it. And what happened? I was running, and the tune just automatically changed like that, bam. And I was like, damn, what the hell is that? And I just ended up retuning it, whatever. But what happened is this is a direct hold to the inside your engine, because that's all it is the pinch bolts. It go hold right, then goes down. Your engine sucks it right up, because that's where your fuel coming in. So dirt went in there, followed it right up, whoop, and it didn't destroy the motor, thank God. But what happened was the front bearing was trashed. I had to change the front bearing, and I had to repinch the cylinder. because the dirt got into it. Cleaned it all out, repinched the cylinder, put new front bearing in, back up running, good to go. So now all my motors, you see, all my motors, red RTV, right? Set your carburetor, the angle, whatever you want it, or red RTV. Red RTV, boom, good. Now, let's say I had to adjust this carburetor again. It just scrapes right off. You just scrape it right off, adjust your carburetor, reapply it, no problemos. Let me show you this. A lot of people run all nylon, all aluminum. Now, with these King head clutch shoes, they're great. They don't use no residue, no silvering in it. Look at that. That is look at that clutch bell. I hope that y'all can see that. No kind of like chalking on it, no nothing. Only thing I had to wipe out of this was the little bit of nylon dust. But otherwise, that none of that gunk from the aluminum, nothing. They are really good shoes. I'm telling you, just try them, and they cheaper than the Max Lifes. So look at that, and this has been on for a few gallons. Look at that. Another thing, me in particular, I run a nylon, two nylons, two aluminums, because the nylon kind of lubricates or adds a kind of coating inside the bell so that your aluminum doesn't stick to it and bite to it too hard. So it keeps it clean. Same thing with this Novarossi one. Look at that. Look at that. And I ran a few gallons through this thing. Look at that. Nothing in there. A little bit of dust, a little bit of dirt. See that? That's it. Look at that. You can see that. Look at that. That's it. I'm telling them some good clutch shoes. All right, but I recommend running two nylon, two aluminum. But it depends on what you're doing. All right, people. Just wanted to give you a little tip, a little something. Hit me up, it's your man. Peace.